guest today, David Tina, President of Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors, and Stan Hamill, Drive Clean Energy. First, I want to make some mention a couple events coming up. We always like to mention Green Fest 2017 is April 22nd at downtown Summerlin, and you can find that at greenfestlv.com. And it's also on Facebook, so look for our Green Fest advertisements out there. Come and join us. We got a lot of fun. It's all day. The kids have a particularly good time. What is this, Stan? Fifth Green Fest we're having?
I think we're up to 8.
8?
Yeah.
I'm always amazed how much fun the kids have here. And there's a lot of food and green products. There's people giving talks on the world of sustainability. There's some rock and roll. So come on out and join us for that. Also, Green Alliance has a mixer on February 16th. That's this Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Tesla showroom. And that is just down south of Jones, just south of the 215. So come and join us for that. Put your name in a hat and drive a Tesla. They're a lot of fun. I drove one last year and it's a real kick. We also want you to check us out on Facebook Live, and we invite you to give us some questions. You can call in. Again, that number is 702-257-5396. That's 257-KDWN. So call in with your questions about anything green or sustainable. Now back to David and Annette. Are you with us, Annette?
I am.
Excellent. Hey, we want to talk some more about green homes and what are buyers looking for. And one of the things I'm concerned about is I know that the builders are building new, greener homes. How about existing home market? What can a homeowner do to improve the sale of their home as it relates to being green or more efficient?
Is that question for me, Tom?
You or Dave, both of you can jump in.
Okay. Well, this is kind of my favorite subject because I know we talk a lot about new homes really driving and being really energy efficient, but I love when I'm working with a buyer who's looking for their dream home, and it might be an older home that, you know, we kind of categorize as an energy hog home. But my favorite thing is that while we're going through the buying process, is that there's a lot of tools now and a lot of financial tools that are available so that they can go actually purchase them. We do an energy audit, because the audit will then be able to identify the baseline of the performance of that particular home, and then it will also be able to identify what improvements are going to be best for that particular home to increase the energy efficiency. The other most important analysis is that it's going to be able to identify what features are going to get the best rate of return. As you mentioned before, and I think Dave mentioned this before too, it really is important to spend the money where you're going to get the biggest bang for the buck. And there's an economic stop point where you can spend money, but if it's not going to improve the operation cost, then you might want to consider not doing those, but do the ones that are going to be the most effective. If it has the original HVAC system, that's usually the first place that is addressed, because that's the biggest draw, and our current manufacturers are really bringing us some high performance energy efficient HVAC systems. Windows sometimes can be considered depending on the cost. Insulation, shell seal the building so that no longer leaks the air that's inside the home. In other words, if you're cooling the air in the home, you want to keep that cool air in. If the home was not built to today's standards, and often it's a very leaky home, so you continue to run your air conditioner system to keep that home at a comfortable level. So all of those things are normally looked at. So shell seal, stop it from leaking, insulate it, and HVAC system, and then of course windows, and anything that's going to have a motor, you want to also look at that.
Thank you, Annette. I work in the world of efficiency and conservation, and we always say the best investment is a tube of caulking, because air infiltration.
Exactly.
Air infiltration is the largest loss of heating and air conditioning in a home. So if your windows are leaking or you've got that big space underneath your door, you got to get those fixed first before you start spending money on big equipment. So beyond that, what is the number one thing a homeowners should look at if they're going to upgrade their home from an efficiency standpoint? Would it be the HVAC system?
Well, again, it goes back to what the home is offering. Every home is going to be a different story because we don't know if the homeowner itself has already replaced the HVAC system along the way. But if it hasn't, and absolutely, that's one of the biggest energy draws. And so if it's the original, for 10 years, lived its life out, it's no longer being efficient as it was even in its original state, then that would be the first place to go. And the one thing that I definitely want to mention, and why I think the point of sale is such an important, critical time for home buyers, is because there's energy efficient mortgages available, and or 203K mortgages that are available. And what these particular loan products do, and most lenders have this ability to offer a home buyer, but what it does is it actually allows enough funding for a home buyer to make those improvements through the point of sale and include those particular features and those improvements into the mortgage. And then that way it's not a huge out-of-pocket cost when they move in. And then they can start, then they can spend their cash on other things like their backyard or whatever else they want to do.
What are these financial instruments you're talking about? If somebody wants to do this, what would they ask their lender about?
They would ask, do you offer an energy efficient mortgage? Or how familiar are you with a 203K mortgage? And most lenders are. And Dave and I both know a lot of lenders, so there's always, we're happy to refer somebody.
Okay, thank you. Dave, any comments about benefits over there?
Yeah, and even though I believe that the point of sale is a great time to address it, I do also think that you can address it after the fact. And sometimes, at least for me, as someone who cares about this, a lot of these things can become overwhelming. There's so much to look at, there's so much to do. And I think if this package is offered, or a simplified way where someone comes in and says, we could do all of these things for your home, it's only going to cost this much, and you're going to save this much money, and you're going to protect your kids, because it's not just a money thing, it's also, there's a fear thing too, like air quality for your children and things like that. If you can get in there, I think a lot of people would be open to it and say, oh, for this cost I can be more efficient, have better use of my home, have better resale value when I go and sell it down the line. I think that would help too.
Good. So you can improve the internal environment as well as help the external environment.
Exactly.
That's good stuff. And I know just looking at the type of filters you use in your air conditioning and changing them on a regular basis to keep your airflow up, that reduces the use of your fan, that keeps your fan running more efficient. So change your filters more often, take a look at them, make sure they're not dirty. You can also spray your filters to help pick up airborne particles, dust, allergens. Anything else on green homes that you think existing homeowner might want to know? For my money, I think it would be a good idea if you don't know what you're doing, call an auditor, get your home audited. I think it's a couple $100 for a home audit. It's money well invested. These companies will tell you what you need to do to your home, and even give you some ideas of some of the contractors you might be able to call to get that work done. So we're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we're going to get an update from you and Stan about electric vehicles, where that market's going, and what it's like to drive an electric vehicle. We'll be right back with Shades of Green.